How about Rusty bouncing off that crown a minute ago?
Got him in the intro.
Still got that dub, baby.
Yeah, thanks to me, busted your face right off the front end of it.
All right, you animals.
Disgusting.
This is where the podcast is supposed to start, but apparently we're getting started early. Welcome back. ShrimpHoursPresents. We made it to a second episode. Round of applause, everyone. We made it 2 weeks in a row. It's incredible. I realized I forgot to introduce myself last week. So hi, I'm DriveThrough. I made this terrible podcast. Yeah. With me this week, once again, where is it? Over here. We got Cody. We got Rusty. Slap ain't feeling too good, but Ed is awake this week. How we doing, Ed?
Hello. Daddy's back, you bitches.
All right. Coming at you with the same usual stupidity and bits and trying our best to not be just another NASCAR podcast. All right. That's it. The intro's done. We're in the show now.
Woo. Yeah.
Okay. The first thing I have on my list of segments today is called Dunk on Denny. Because Denny Hamlin, we thought, ruined Pocono. And then he got DQ'd. What a guy. What a guy. So as we say,
still ruined Pocono.
As we say in these parts, we have the shirt to prove it. Anyone but Denny. Even if it's Chase Elliott. I was almost anyone but Ty Gibbs in the Xfinity race. I mean, I was even cheering for Gragson. That was incredible.
You already? Oh yeah, let's go, baby.
There you go.
Despite
into that.
being embarrassed at Road America when he took out the field and we had a Noah Gragson flag flying at our campsite, courtesy of this guy.
Hey, you fucked a couple bodies. It is what it is.
But this is supposed to be Dunk on Denny. I'll be honest, I didn't actually watch a whole lot of the Cup race, but apparently he delivered some swift payback to old Ross Chastain, and then couldn't even get the win because he was cheating. Incredible. Shout out to Joe Gibbs and Denny Hamlin.
I will say it's pretty. Do I kick it off? I'm kicking it off. It is pretty on brand for Denny to be like, finally, he finally delivers. He finally gets the payback. He finally gets the win. He does a little celebration. He's got his daughter. It's such a special moment. I'm not taking that away. But then just a little piece of tape. We can take it back to Homestead 2019. The tape took away the victory, and we'll be seeing you, Denny.
That piece of tape is my hero. We have single-handedly taken the nukes away from Pocono now because of this. But then Chase Elliott won, so now who really wins? Nobody. That's horrible.
I like how Joe Gibbs Racing put out their explanation of their piece of tape, and they had to specify it was like 0.012 millimeters thin or something, just as a little like, this didn't actually cost us anything, but hey, we'll fix it for next time.
I wish I could have caught more of the race. I did not see any of either race because I was on the road.
Well, we'll catch up with that when we get to...
Dude, it was literally like the best Pocono weekend.
That's what I heard. I need to go back and watch the replay.
The Xfinity race was a banger.
Very solid.
The Cup race is okay, but Xfinity...
I will say, I was doing something for work when the Jeb Burton flip happened in the Xfinity race, and our group chat started blowing up. Yeah. I just saw 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10, holy crap. And I was like, oh, who flipped?
Someone flipped.
I automatically knew someone flipped the moment I saw
as soon as we
ping,
when we ping Caleb, you know somebody's flipped up and over.
I was at my mom's place eating dinner, and I look over at the TV and I just see Jeb Burton on his lid. I'm like, oh shit, at Pocono? That was cool. Shout out to Jeb. We love a good flip.
Glad everyone was all right. Could have been a lot worse if he hit that damn wall head on, but
it's true.
I just decided to ramp the front of the 48 instead.
Dude, the way it took off, it literally looked like one of those movie car stunts where they put the like gas cylinder in the bottom of the car and like pop it up. The way it just
like
pops the car over. Yeah.
It was like Ricky Bobby.
Every Tom Cruise movie ever.
I'm flying through the air. This is not good.
All right. Next segment on the list is the video game check-in, where we talk about what the heck we've been playing in the past week. Cody, I know you haven't had a whole lot of time because you've been out and about. You had any video games you've been up to?
think I've been able to sneak just a little bit of Fall Guys here and there, despite my busy work schedule.
All right. We got some dead games here.
God damn.
I know we got Ed Slugger on the screen.
Yes, you do. Because the Blue Jays fumbled me, or otherwise I'd be in one of their jerseys. Don't you ever forget that drive.
Yeah, that's true. Ed's cracked out on MLB.
Yeah, I have been hardcore addicted for the last 3 months or so, and it is it's getting ugly, folks. It's really not looking good. But you know what? We're still hanging in there.
Is this like the 5th or 6th team on your career? I know you're on the Yankees at one point.
Well, I restarted. Originally, my first career mode, I was lifetime Yankee, basically. But yeah, that is over now. That's dust in the wind.
Rusty, how about you? What have you been playing?
You know me, it's still Fall Guys all day, every day. We picked up a lot of crowns this week. Not much to report over last week. Closing in on 700 hours. But
I got back into Tour de France because I've been watching the actual thing, which just finished the other day, by the way. Playing the heck out of that. And we also did a GTA session the other night, which was actually really fun. Shout out to GTA. They're finally nerfing all the griefers, and maybe it'll be like properly fun again. You can finally do a whole bunch of the missions that you weren't allowed to do with your friends without getting shit on by some dude on a $2 million motorcycle. Yeah. Other video game news. World of Outlaws video game put out a trailer literally like an hour ago.
That looks good.
It honestly looks great. I am a huge fan of the SRX game and the physics that they worked in with the sprint cars. If you know me, you know I've been streaming that quite a bit. Even if it's now over a year old.
Right now.
So yeah, Monster Games, same dudes that made NASCAR Heat, which is, you can kind of tell because they still have the old Extreme Dirt Tour late model in the new World of Outlaws game. But either way, it looks like a good time. If they bring that SRX physics over now with some licensed sprint cars and things, I'm excited.
I got to agree. They got fully licensed drivers, tracks, and this is one of the most anticipated releases with partnership with iRacing. So I think we're all looking forward. I was looking at all the comments, all the quote tweets. Everybody's hyped up. But I think it's a good thing for the racing genre.
No PC release though. We got to fight somebody for that.
Yeah. At the end of the trailer, it says Xbox One, Xbox Series, PS4, PS5. Nothing about PC.
It's probably because it's like an iRacing port, so they think that'll like take.
But it's a different game. It's a totally different game.
Maybe they'll add it down the road. I think there will be a PC release on there. If I were to guess,
there better be. I'm gonna get upset.
They will have one customer in me if they do.
I'm happy to see the late models and stock cars too in there.
Yeah, they got street stocks. I'm excited. That should be fun. I know they had those in Tony Stewart Dirt Racing, but apparently the physics were kind of iffy in that.
Shout out to Shane Clanton and Austin Blair getting lots of love in the trailer on the late model side of things.
I also saw they're putting the Spider-Man PS4 game on PC. It's coming out on Steam. I just saw that today as I was browsing, which I'm a little bit upset about because I bought that game like 2 years ago on PS4 and haven't played it yet. Now I might have to buy it again, but here we are.
Hey, I have played that game. Spoiler free. It's worth buying again. That's a good one.
All right. It's going to have updated graphics and things, and hopefully I can do high frame rates and stuff. Should be a good time. All right. That's your video game check-in. Moving on to the next segment, which last week admittedly kind of devolved into like a 30-minute NASCAR podcast section. We'll try and do better this week, all right? This is Predict the Future, all right? Some stuff has been leaked, supposedly, but also some sources have like kind of confirmed it, that NASCAR will be doing an electric car showcase at the start of the next season. So, if you have any predictions about the electric future of NASCAR, what does this electric car showcase mean for the future of the sport? The floor is open if anyone's got anything juicy.
Well, first I want to know, is this an ad buy or is this like competition? Like, what is this? Are the manufacturers trying to like put on a show, or is this
so like, it's going to be a showcase for this year, but it could, people are saying it could turn into a series of electric or hybrid cars, or maybe they try and move the trucks or Xfinity in that direction. Yeah, what do you think? What are they going to do with electric cars, Rusty?
Well, I could probably go in a million different directions and cut a 15-minute promo here. I just think the key to this is follow the money. If the manufacturers or the government is paying for it through the manufacturers, whatever it is, as long as the money's supporting the series and they're trying to sell electric cars, I think it's going to happen. We heard Dale Jr. talk about it, and if Dale Jr. is talking about something, that means it's probably going to happen. So I think it might not be next year, the year after, the following year, whatever it is. But if Dale Jr.'s speculating in some form, it's on its way.
As long as there's no compromise in power, I don't care. I heard some reports that there's like some 700, 800 horsepower engines being proposed or talked about. So it's like, sure, go for it.
Listen, I'll make my bold prediction for the future. This is the last generation of gas-powered NASCAR. Straight up. The changeover's coming. And I mean, how long does a generation of stock cars last? 8 years? 9 years?
Rough.
Yeah.
In 8 or 9 years' time, no one's gonna be wanting to sell a gas-powered car. And if they're smart, they're gonna skip the whole hybrid situation, because I don't think they should go hybrid at all. And I think next generation, straight electric, because that's what the manufacturer's gonna want. That's what they're gonna want to sell, and that's like, people won't be making gas cars in 8 to 9 years' time. Write it down. Write it down.
Yeah, allegedly, is right.
What does that mean, Ed? What do you think?
I don't know, dude. I could see them bringing an SUV series in just as quick as they do an electric one.
Oh God, I hope not.
In charge.
What about
who knows?
What about that water fuel cell that one dude invented like 30
Yeah,
years
they
ago?
sniped him. Yes,
and he just disappeared. Just disappeared off the face.
They blasted that.
The Pentagon has interest in this project.
All right,
where'd that guy go? I don't know. Sorry.
Conspiracy
hour.
Yeah.
that actually happened.
To be fair, it did actually happen.
Look it up.
That's not a conspiracy. That straight up happened. Anyway.
Shout out to America.
Back to racing.
Well, unless anyone has any more electric car predictions, that'll be it for Predict the Future.
I'm looking forward to the NASCAR water fuel cell series.
Same.
Nah, they want to sell us batteries.
That's true.
All right. Next segment on the list, Rusty's favorite. It's Cody's Animal Planet. Coming at us this week. This one I feel like deserves a quick explainer each time. Cody goes to a bunch of dirt tracks. He works there, and there's a lot of animals. Cody, what we got this week?
Surprisingly, there were no major animals at the track aside from myself.
Our favorite one.
What does that mean?
So I was at I-80 Speedway for what is allegedly the final year of the Silver Dollar Nationals. Sadly, this track is rumored to schedule to close at the end of the year, just due to ownership issues and just behind the scenes stuff, shareholders, just
the economy,
real estate stuff, just all that stuff. Anyway,
they want to make it a subdivision, probably.
Anyway, yeah. So it was like a 3-night event. I was on the second night. It was the Friday night, and everything's going smooth. I get some good footage. The night's going pretty good. It's exciting racing. It's like, all right, got the interviews all wrapped up. It's time to leave. Get back to my car.
Oh.
I cannot find my keys. My car is locked. I am 500 miles away from home. I am 50 miles away from the hotel. It is 1:30 in the morning. I've been working for like 12 hours straight in 100-degree heat. And now I can't find my keys. It was a panicked about an hour and a half cycle of retracing my steps on my electric scooter, checking the Lucas oil trailer, the officials working there to see if they can turn any in, and just tracing my steps. And just every time I asked the dude, nope, sorry, no one's anything. There's a live band playing in the infield because it was a Friday night, so everyone was hanging out and drinking, and like I asked the band in between songs to like, hey, can you just make a quick announcement? Like, I'm looking for my keys.
You asked the band?
Yes, and God bless them. They were super cool about it and had no problem. They didn't hesitate whatsoever.
Hell yeah.
Legend.
Keep looking. Yeah, about an hour and a half goes by. I'm losing hope. I'm starting to panic because I'm sitting here thinking, am I just going to have to like sleep outside of my car? Like, how the hell am I going to get back to the hotel? My phone's dying at 15%. I don't have a charger that isn't in my car, or that isn't not in my car. Excuse me. Finally, after starting to lose hope, and after probably about 6 times going past the Lucas trailer, asking them, "Hey, has anyone turned anything in?" Nope, sorry. One of the dudes, as I was going by, like starts waving me down, and he's like, "Yo, someone says they might think they have a pair of keys that got turned into the infield office." And my eyes kind of light up. I'm like, "Are you serious?" But the office is closed since it's like 2 a.m. But we will get someone over there hopefully as soon as possible. So I'm waiting. I eventually make my way over to the office. I actually peered in the window and saw a pair of keys sitting on the counter. Oh my god, that looks like them. Finally, after about 10 minutes, shout out Joe Kaczynski, the current owner of the track. Met him for the first time last year. He actually helped me get set up on that boom lift that I was working on last year. Insanely nice dude. He would have been over to unlock the office sooner, but he, according to the Lucas official, had to first help a drunk fan that could barely walk back to his camper. So I guess there's the animal of the week right there.
Nice.
And so after this, like, he must be in his 60s or so, this like older gentleman. It's like 2 a.m. I'm sure he's been working all day. He's helping drunk people back to their campers. And he comes over and no problem unlocks the office. He's like, "These years?" I just about dropped to my knees just in relief.
You dropped your knees for what now?
Yo.
Hey, yo.
Listen, he really helped you out. I respect it.
Yeah, we love you, Joe.
I thanked him profusely and went back home. Jesus. All things considered, it was about like a 2-hour delay when I was thinking like, how the hell am I gonna get home? So it could have been way worse, but it was it was quite a panicked couple hours there for a little bit.
Would have been riding the scooter down the highway.
Yeah, I have to be gentle with the throttle, conserve enough battery to be able to get there.
Yeah.
2 a.m. to some dude driving on a scooter down I-80.
It's the ultimate fuel mileage race.
So that's the Animal Planet for this
so
week.
you
myself,
are the animal, yeah.
Yeah, I
Incredible.
lost my keys and then I turned into a panicked, blithering mess, just aimlessly wandering around the infield, just looking like probably a panicked mess. I mean, I had just done the interviews with the top 5 in points for that night, and then like that was the last thing we did. And I'm like, here I'm supposed to be in a professional setting, and after I get done wrapping up interviews, part of retracing my steps, I went back to all the 5 haulers of the drivers, and yeah, there's drivers like including the reigning Lucas Oil late model champion.
You're having to go up to like
having to go up to Tim McCready, who's like prepping for like a $53,000 to win race the following day. I'm sure he's busy as shit. He's got a zillion things to worry about. And here I come fucking wandering up at 2 a.m. "Oh, hey, if you see a set of keys laying around, can you please let me know?" And yeah, it just, God, in hindsight, I'm just insanely embarrassed, but I'm incredibly thankful that whoever turned them in. In hindsight, they probably got turned in like long before I even started looking for them, because that infield office was like locked up pretty early in the night, and whoever turned them in obviously turned them into that office. So thank you to whoever turned them in. Thank you so much to Joe Kaczynski for, on top of dealing with a zillion other things, I'm sure, that weekend, coming up and unlocking the infield office at 2 a.m. to cover for my stupid ass losing my keys. So,
and you're sure there were no bushes in the infield at I-80?
Not a bush to be found.
I do like that this is becoming a theme. Like,
can we tell that story? Are we allowed to briefly touch on
it? We'll save
it for a future time. Animal Planet's already going a bit long this time, but we'll save that for a future.
All right, you don't know the bush lore, but you'll learn.
You will. If you don't know the bush, you will.
All right. I love Animal Planet. You never know what you're gonna get. I'm excited for next week.
Great segment.
if we make another episode, I gotta preface with that.
Yeah, that's not.
All right. Another one of my favorite segments. Next up, we've got Caleb's McDonald's update.
Oh, baby.
I'm excited. I know what he's talking about, but I haven't seen the footage yet. All right, here we go.
Hit the button.
All right,
We're
here
all
we go.
seeing this for the first time.
All right, long day at the Golden Arches. Today I'm gonna walk you through what we make, what we eat when we go home. All right? You're not ready for this. All right, we got a McChicken, right? You just think it's a regular old McChicken. You put some mayonnaise on it. You put some mac sauce on it, right?
Oh.
You slide it down. Get a little of our lettuce. My gloves. Not.
Little secret menu item. Little Mac McChicken.
He hid the mac sauce
There
too.
we go. So now we come up here to our McChicken.
Oh.
Grab.
Shout out to him
our
prepping food
McChicken,
and
right?
filming at the same
All right?
time.
You're not ready for this.
One hand
And you come
champion.
up. You grab a
He's got the
golden
glove and everything.
fish.
He's
He's putting the fish on.
Put it right there.
Oh my! Is this our order?
This is it.
And there's nothing better when you're all hot and sweaty from your 7-hour and 15-minute shift at McDonald's than wrapping your lips around this behemoth of a sandwich that consists of mayonnaise, mac sauce, lettuce, a fish, and a chicken patty. And it's called the McChicken. It's called the McFishin', actually.
There we go.
Sometimes the fry fumes, they get to your brain and they slowly kill your brain cells. So let's wrap my lips around this thing. Yeah.
The McFishin'.
Tastes like depression.
Holy shit, that's hot. Yeah, there you go.
He just cooked it.
Recharge your mouth with that McDonald's
Tastes good as
Sprite.
fuck.
Right there. Get you some.
I think.
He's like
I don't know.
sweating.
Like I
think.
said, those fry fumes, they get in your head and they kill off your brain cells pretty quickly. So
His tongue is
that's all.
blistering.
That's all for today. While
got
we
that
eat
sauce on
this,
his
while we
left side of
consume
his
this, I can
mouth,
take
too.
you through a quick story time. Earlier today, we had a manager and a crew person decide to try to get into a fight
Oh,
Oh yeah.
while I was right there.
spicy.
And the dude was like, I'm not one of your homeboys, one of your little girlfriends. You can't talk to me like that. I'm your boss. And I was like, wow, guys, hold on. You're a McDonald's manager, bud. You are not anybody's boss, bro. You work, what, 4 to 11 a.m. at a McDonald's every day? Yeah, your life is sad, bro.
This is coming from a
Then,
McDonald's
The
manager.
girl thought I was on her side. I was like, no, I'm
That's
not
why
on
I
your
was
side.
laughing.
Who are you talking to? What are we doing? This is a fucking McDonald's, bro. I'm trying to make fries over here, and y'all two are fighting. Come on, you stupids.
Another bite of that fish.
Keep getting that sauce on the left side that he keeps missing.
Doesn't average Monday. Hope everybody had a great one. I know I did.
Legend.
That's Caleb's McDonald's update. Shout out to Caleb.
It's only been 2 so far, but it never fails.
That, if you don't know the lore, by the way, that's the official shrimp meal. The shrimp McDonald's meal is you get a McChicken with mac sauce and a fish patty, and then get your electric Sprite with it.
The electric.
If you ask him for a shrimp meal, it probably won't work. But ask him for a McChicken with mac sauce and then a fish patty.
I get a large
me know how
Sprite.
it
My
goes.
phone's almost dead. Need to recharge.
Just try it out.
Just try it out, man.
Please, someone order a. Listen, if you eat a shrimp meal, send it to us on Twitter or an email. I don't know what we'll give you, but we'll be proud, and that's what matters.
Yeah, we should have like the
Points.
best like secret McDonald's like menu item, like the unique one that someone submits.
Yeah,
of the week.
that's the shrimp meal.
I'll tell you the best thing that, I mean, they added it to their secret menu. The best thing of all time. It was clutch and it came in super lucky on my casino trip a couple years ago. Was the double fish fillet. I'm telling you, if that thing's right, the double fish. I call it the dub fish. The double fish fillet is one of the best things on the menu you can possibly get. But it was the lucky dub fish. So
I don't know if I can confirm that.
I wish
Tons
I
of
had
fish.
no. I'm a big meat to bun ratio guy, and you got to get the double fish to match those.
Big
Puffy
meat
bread.
to bun ratio guy.
Well, you can just get a double quarter pounder, can't you?
I can, but when you're getting a fish fillet, like there's too much bun for that single little baby fish fillet. Like you need two fishes.
Can we get that in Rusty's Twitter bio? A meat to bun ratio guy.
Dude, okay. not to derail this, but when you eat a hot dog, like a standard hot dog, glizzy in a bun, the bun to dog ratio is ridiculous.
You get like 3 times the bun compared to dog.
Gotta have a good bun to dog ratio.
Mandatory. Yes, that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah. No, I respect it.
Yeah.
And that's what you get with the McFishin. The shrimp meal, the McFishin, you get the chicken and you get the big old fish. It's a McChicken, so it's got the little buns too. Good, big meat to bun ratio right there. All right, next segment on the list is Ed's Box Pile. Ed's Box Pile is a new segment because Ed's here this week.
Oh, for the record, look at Rusty right now. I told him right before the podcast.
Yeah, this guy's
fix your focus.
I look good.
Now you
completely blurry.
To be fair, I think my internet is ruined more than Rusty's camera focus. We had a little bit of skipping earlier, but I think we'll be all right.
No, the visuals are just a bonus for the folks. As long as they can hear us, it's fine.
All right, Ed's Box Pile. Ed has a lot of boxes because he buys a lot of things. He doesn't have a lot of time. Well, I guess he does have a lot of time, but sometimes he doesn't open all the things. And sometimes there's some boxes that sit around for a little while. And I'm curious, what's in the boxes, Ed?
What's in the box?
All right, yeah. So funny thing is, it's on the other side of the room. So I'm literally gonna have to walk over there in a second. I'm gonna try to do it without ripping my headset off my head, which usually happens. But I've been eyeing a couple of things. There's I don't know. There's 4 or 5 boxes ranging in quite a large scale of sizes. So we'll see. I'll pull out one of the smaller ones, I think, just to start for today. But all right, let's see if I die on the way over there.
Good things come in small boxes. That's what they say, right? I'm curious.
This one has nothing on it, so it's just a white box. So I'm just gonna crack it open.
This is modern archaeology right here.
Probably when a camera would come in handy, but we gotta do what we gotta do.
We gotta.
Sorry, we'll zoom it in
for the viewers.
We'll zoom it in, Slugger.
Does Eddie know what's inside this box?
I really don't. It's just a plain white box. It's got some wrap on it that I'm literally taking off for the first time. This has probably been sitting over there since early 2021.
It's the Brad Keselowski race crashed Atlanta car from 2010. It's a caved-in roof.
Oh, a tool of some kind.
Guys, I don't know if I'm okay.
Oh, it might be something that came with something else.
It's in a toolbox. It says anytime tool.
Shut up, Bucky.
Oh, it says what it is. It's a caliper.
What?
It's a caliper.
Why did you buy a caliper?
Probably for my 3D printer, but we can't. I'm talking about that.
I'm thinking like a brake caliper.
Yeah, I thought it was
No.
No, like a vernier caliper.
Yeah.
I was sitting here thinking you just had a brake caliper and a
if you're measuring shit, you got a caliper,
Yeah, I got
I'll show you an image.
Front right control arm over here.
Yes, that's what it is. It's a caliper. All right, mystery solved.
All right.
There it is. Here, this is something like this, right, Ed? Like a caliper.
That is exactly what it is.
It's used to measure things.
It's a random box with a caliper.
I thought that was called a micrometer.
It says caliper on it.
Okay,
so
you're probably
tell
right.
me.
I know there's a similar device used a measurement device
For the 3D
called a micrometer.
I probably bought this on Amazon.
The micrometer is slightly different.
It's similar-ish, right? Though I'm kind of thinking of something similar. Or am I
here.
Stupid?
I'll show you. This is a micrometer, and that's a caliper.
Oh, okay.
So the micrometer, you spin a thing, and it measures how far apart a thing is. And then a caliper is very similar, but you still
Okay.
I learned how to use these in engineering school. You have to read this number and then this number, and the whole thing. And it can do if you use these ones, you can measure how far apart things are too on this side. It's fancy. I have no idea why you have one, Ed. Sitting in a box.
I'm pretty sure it's for the 3D printer that is also sitting in a box. So there may have just spoiled a future episode of the series, but we're not going to talk about that anymore.
Listen, Ed's box pile, you never know what you're going to get. Bedroom archaeology. Catch us next week with something else from some other box. All right, on to the next segment.
More.
We've got the worst paint scheme of the week. If you've seen me on Twitter, you probably know what I'm about to talk about.
Oh yeah.
I got two things this week, both coming from the same team. Because,
Penske 3 for 3.
God. Yeah, it was Penske last week with that terrible.
It was just the Joey Logano.
Look
standard.
at this. What is that? It's just got a check mark on it. Dude, they had that hot black one last year with the little red and white stripes. Now there's just a
check mark.
Best I can do is check mark.
Dude, the cars look so ugly now with no like contingencies and there's no base. And
if you put a big ass logo, it's fine. Like, what is this? Imagine spending tens of millions of dollars on a brand deal to not put your name on the side of a car and just put a check mark instead.
And Verizon is on the hood so it can be on the quarter panel. Like, what are we doing?
There's just nothing here. Why did you spend money for this? I don't get it.
Space. So much
Dude,
dead space.
If I had a company with the money to spend on sponsoring a race car, I would put my logo as big as it fucking gets on this thing. Like, what is that?
What does the hood even say? What is this?
Verizon Frontline. I don't know what that is. I don't know what Verizon Frontline is, but I don't want to know, because if they're gonna put this nonsense on the track, I don't care for it. I mean, look, if you see the side of the car, like, what is this? What is that? Oh my God.
I don't think they were advertising during the race, so I have no idea what Frontline is. Like that, this is like the dumbest.
I thought Frontline was. I know.
Yeah, they run commercials for that shit all the time. It's for their first line or frontline responders, like firefighters and people. It's like a dedicated service for them.
I always thought Frontline was like a
which they conveniently launched after they cut off firefighters in a firefight a couple years ago.
They have to do that, don't they? Didn't they get sued or something and they like have to do this, or was that something in Canada? I remember some telecom company cut off firefighters and they are forced to do like frontline stuff now.
Don't quote me on this and don't sue me, Verizon, but I do believe that back a couple years ago, allegedly a couple of years ago, when there was a California wildfire going on, the firefighters were trying to use the cell towers and Verizon was blocking them. It was shutting them down. And then Verizon got in a little bit of trouble. So then I think that's probably why this exists. It's a little reverse PR.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. But they clearly don't care enough to put their logo on a race car that they're paying money for. So anyway, the second option for this week,
I'm getting cement shoes for that one.
Listen, Verizon has connections. My second pick for this week is this Austin Cindric car. It doesn't even look that bad, but the Brad Keystone car last year was such a banger, and I don't know what this marble countertop looking thing is.
This is a disgrace.
To follow this up, because it pissed me off so bad. Like what the fuck is this? I had to look this up to see what the fuck is it. Like, is it a promotion? Like, is this like, what is this? Did they change the branding? So it's a special camo like promotion for summer. But I haven't seen any promotion for summer with Keystone Light. Like, I don't know if I'm like not in their market, but like I feel like they're not promoting whatever this is, and that's why we have no idea what it is. But to add to it, it doesn't look that good. It doesn't pop on the track. You want your car to pop on the track, and it doesn't pop on the track.
And they had one that did.
All right, I found something. I found the Keystone Light Real Tree Summer Camo Collection.
That's what I'm saying.
That's an awesome shirt. I need to buy that immediately.
Yeah.
Nah, you good. You
can wear that to the next race vlog.
Yeah, that's pretty gross.
Hey, you won't be able to see me.
And it doesn't say anything about it on the car even. Like, it doesn't even say like Keystone Light, like Real Tree, like camo collection. It's just that.
And okay, so when you zoom out at a distance and it's on the track, it just looks like poop. It looks like poop with like a blue number, and you have no idea what it is.
God, last year's car looked so much better.
It does look like a greenish, bluish brown from a distance. You're right.
They're killing me with these.
That's gross. Man, Penske really biffing it this season.
I got an honorable mention that ran this week, unfortunately, once again.
Oh, yeah? What do we got?
Everybody's favorite number 24 Raptor car was out again.
Oh, yeah. Hold on, let me find the image of this.
While you're digging this thing up, I have to say, if the numbers were actually that neon Jeff Gordon yellow, it would pop more and bang. But like in person, it's like this muddy greenish yellow. It doesn't makes no sense to me.
I think that's the color they're trying to sell somehow, and that's how they're trying to sell.
What is Raptor? I don't even know what it is.
Because every year they have like that new like different Exalta color of the year, and that like pale green was the one this year.
I don't know the product, but I think it's like a truck bedding texture, like
protective coatings.
Yeah, so why isn't the number the neon color? I don't understand it.
Because they're stupid.
There we go.
Yeah, it's like, oh man.
That's a generous photo.
It looks better at night than it does in the day. So that's a nice photo for it.
And it still doesn't look great on a generous photo. So
I do know that from the front it looks terrible because the Raptor's way up the hood, so you can't see anything.
I'm just saying I would like it if it was neon, but it's not.
So what's worse, this or the JTG ones all the way at the nose?
I think they're trying to stray away from
the JTG ones at the nose. I'll be honest with you.
I think they're trying to stray away from the neon because that was like Jeff Gordon's signature thing.
I'm just saying, if you're trying to make that car pop on track, get attention, you don't make a muddy, poopy car.
Well, switch them to a different number.
It actually looks okay at night, but
switch them to 25.
No, that's an exaggerated photo. That's not how it looks in person.
I believe that. I definitely believe that. All right.
Get the pictures of it at Coda when it looked like absolute ass. That's when I remember being like, ugh.
Let me see
William Byron Coda.
Like, I was one of those haters on the internet where I was like, yeah, that thing stinks, but I want to see it in person because I swear it's going to look neon in person, and it did not at all.
That does look a little bit sad there.
It's just a pale green.
Hey, for the record,
and I was only looking at it through TV.
Yeah, I'm not hating. I'm just saying, if it was neon, I would respect it.
I'm hating. Thing looks like shit.
Yeah, I'm hating too. Fuck.
Not as bad as Verizon car though. I think Verizon takes worst paint scheme of the week.
Yeah, they dropped that was the biggest ball drop of the season right there.
All right.
That was a little aggressive to close off.
No, hey, dude.
No, that was solid.
They got to get it right, man. We got people on Twitter killing these real designers out here. We got to get something together.
That's true. I'm pulling my phone out because we're going to fan mail segment. Fan mail. I asked you guys last week to
make a jingle.
BT emails, tons of emails.
I asked you last week to send me an email at my email address, which I gave out, but we have a new one this week. We'll get to that. And I received a grand total of 2. We got 2 emails.
You guys are somewhere.
How we were gonna get. Thank you.
Big shout out
to whoever sent out.
I said if you're one of the 5 viewers at that point in time to send an email, we only got 2, which is kind of unfortunate. But Mika Suzuki wrote in, thank you Mika, wrote, hey, one of the 5, hope Ed shows up. So congratulations.
Hey,
you made it happen.
Hey.
The other one I got is from Nick Breeding, and Nick Breeding says, fan mail. Does Jesus receive this podcast if it doesn't go 33 episodes? Which it won't. Yeah. Shout out to Slap last week, just shitting on Jesus.
Jesus took Slap, so that's what he got right there.
Yeah, that is what happened. Slap.
Yeah, coincidentally, he's out feeling ill the next week.
It was either that or it was the leaky meat juice in the UPS truck.
Yeah.
He got smited.
Oh, no.
One or the other. Get well soon, Slap. But we do have... I finally made an email address. If you want to send us fan mail or questions, we'll answer questions next week. Ask Ed, ask Slap, ask Rusty, ask whoever, and we'll get them to answer it live.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, literally send it and we'll read it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, literally. As good or as bad as it is. ShrimpHoursPresents@gmail.com. Send me an email. I will check it on the show if we ever do another episode. ShrimpHoursPresents@gmail.com. Hit us up.
I'm actually impressed we got that prepared for this episode. So shout out DT.
Yeah.
I mean, signing up for an email is really easy. I will say much easier than getting this thing on all the podcasting platforms, but we are now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Google Podcasts, and I think other stuff that reads from those podcast things. So watch us on things. Tell your friends and neighbors and coworkers about it.
Tell your friends.
Yeah. That was episode 2. Shrimp Hours Presents. We made it. We made it 2 episodes.
The last episode.
Do we got to name the podcast?
Yeah. So our last bit is we have to name the show. What are we calling it this week? Shrimp Hours Presents.
Slap got smited.
Is it smited or smitten? Or does it?
Good point. I have no
How about
idea.
Shrimp Hours Presents, dude, where's my keys?
This is tough. I thot it'd be easy to pick a title on the show. I really put us all on the spot here.
I thought this was gonna be like an easy bit, but
we were kind of everywhere this week.
The second coming. No.
Shrimp Hours Presents On Our Knees.
Oh, that might be it.
Yes. That's it.
The YouTube like family-friendly detector thing is gonna love that title.
Listen, we're just like you said, we're just really thankful on our knees, you know, like yeah. All right, I'm gonna fade in the
should have worded that better.
All right, thanks for watching. Are we gonna make another one of these or?
No,
this is the last one.
Hey, I'll be back.
All right, next week you get Rusty alone. That's it.